But understand this, that in the last days there will come times of difficulty, for people will be lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having the appearance of godliness, but denying its power. Avoid such people. Welcome back to the system, which is appropriately number 6, where we answer why. Why would somebody do this? Why would they do it? We know that the few own everything and that they've used overcomplications and distractions to confuse us all by luring us with the use of greed and lust, to put people in positions of authority and power to do their bidding. And it certainly appears that they are destroying the monetary system that they own so that they can implement a new system that's called CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency, that provides them with total control of your spending so that they can cancel anybody at any time from participation in the monetary system. That would mean that you cannot buy, sell, or trade without permission or authority from those who are in charge of the system. And those who are in control of the system have done this by lying and deceiving the entire world. How would such a worldwide interconnected web of lies exist collectively, globally, if not for the father of lies orchestrating such a grandiose lie? In return for the sins that man have collectively and individually agreed to, the beast gave them knowledge and power, and they sold the rest of us out for their greed and lust. But in return, the beast demands worship and allegiance, and he most certainly gets it. He demands to be treated like God because of his arrogance. So that poses a very good question. Who is the father of lies? Where do lies come from? They come from the beast. That's where lies come from. They originate from the father of lies. Who is the beast? This is the beast system. It would take more faith not to believe at this point. It is so obvious and in our face from every single direction that we look. The biblical description of the mark of the beast. Also, it causes all, both small and great, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to be marked on the right hand or forehead, so that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark, that is, the name of the beast, or the number of its name. Has there ever been a time in history that has been so applicable for this biblical prophecy to come to life? Isn't it interesting that our global monetary system is capable of fulfilling this prophecy, and the motives behind it biblically match the reason behind the world going through the tribulation? Coming back to the verse that I read at the beginning of this section, 2 Timothy 3, verse 1 through 5. But understand this, that in the last days there will come times of difficulty. People will be lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having the appearance of godliness, but denying its power. Avoid such people. This is the biblical description of the end times. And you and I just so happen to be living in the end times. The point of all of this is to point out and remind you that God is real. He is actually real. And unfortunately, so is Satan, our enemy. Tribulation most certainly is coming, but it's not all doom and gloom, okay? It's very easy to get upset about this, but you can ignore reality, but you cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. And if you know our Creator, if you know and love God and have a relationship with Him, then He saves you. However, God will allow this because we have collectively and individually chosen sin over Him. Just take a look at the world around you and you can see the rejection towards God from people's hearts. We have to seek Him. We have to seek His forgiveness. And we have to be forgiving towards one another and treat each other a little bit better. We have to change our ways of revenge and hate and greed and lust. The system is programming us to disregard the Lord, and it is coming back on us. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be opened to you. Matthew 7, verse 7. Jesus is real. Seek Him. Seek His forgiveness. He will guide you the rest of the way. If you would like more actionable steps, come back for part 7, where I give you 7 specific things that you can do right now while walking with the Lord to protect you and your family from Satan and the unclean spirits who are our adversaries. God bless you. Until next time.